What's up, everyone? So I've got a 2500 GMC truck in. We're going to be doing a two-step correction on this thing. I want to walk you through some of the things that me and the dealership have taken note of. This was just recently bought, and either the dealership, pretty sure it's the dealership, has done a polishing or correcting to it. And I kind of want to walk you through the first process before you work on these cars for dealerships or anybody like that, the things to take note of before you start working on them. That way everyone's on the same page about everything. So let me walk you through. This is after it's been washed and decon. What I mean by that, it's been washed and clay barred. I want you to take notice of the white that is on the plastics here. So you see this, all this white is from when their pad has hit the plastic. This happens a lot when you're not well versed on doing corrections or you're just trying to do things quick. Now, do you have to tape off all the rubber and plastics every single time? No, you don't. But you also can't run the risk of getting too close with the pad because the pad will hit it and then you're left with these white marks that just looks terrible. And it's really hard to remove if it's been baked on there. So you see on this front part, I have already taped off the areas that I might get close to. And then I want you to take a look at the paint and notice how scratched up this guy is. You can see it right there without even the light being on it, but so heavy orange peel. I mean, look how it looks like the skin of an orange, but also if you look at the light, how scratched up it is. So that's what we're going to be removing today. This truck is not getting coating. We are just doing a correction for the dealership, and I want you to take note of all of the dried on bug splatter marks that we're going to try to remove. Now, when you leave this stuff on, the bug body parts on paint, it's going to etch the clear coat, which it has done on this. And I'll kind of show you, if you can pick it up right here on this light, how scratched up this thing is. So a couple of key things when you're picking up a car from a client or going over a car with the client, which I call like the discovery process, is you want to take note of all the damage before you start working on the car. This will save your butt in the long run, because if this stuff isn't noted, then when they come and pick their car up, they'll be like, well, look what you did. You put all this white on there. Like, nope, we went over that as soon as you dropped it off. So, yeah. And then next little part, I'm going to show you the setup process, what pads and compounds we're going to use to do this two-step correction. Okay, so next thing I want to go over with you is the setup process for machines, pads, and compounds. Check this out. So what we got here is my kind of everyday carry, if you will. I've got my microfiber cutting pad. This is a Meguiar's cutting pad. We are going to start off with least aggressive first to see how refined we can get it and how bad these scratches really are. If this guy doesn't work the way that I want it to and it's taking more than like 1 to 2 passes, then we will go ahead and go to the heavy cut and stick with the microfiber pad. After this step, we will step down into the polishing stage, which, since this truck is not getting a coating, we could elect to do something as like a all-in-one, which is this Rupes Uno. This is like a gonna polish good, but it's also going to lay down a good cement. This is something you don't want to use if you're going to a coating right afterwards, because this is going to act as a basically like a wax. I'll see how that finishes out on the paint, but if it's not what I want, then I will just go to the perfect finish, and then we will either use like a spray sealant or a spray wax, and then that's what we will coat the truck in, so the client can have a nice and clean truck. But yeah, it's going to be our setup process. This is something that you want to do, I call the discovery process of when you're starting to work on a vehicle. Start on a small section, like I'll probably start on one of these fenders first. I'll start with the yellow and the microfiber. I'll do a small area to see how it turns out, how much cut I can get out of it. If it's not enough, of course, you go up to the next step and then you work your area. That way you're not doing a giant area and you're like, man, it's just not enough, and then you have to go back. If you go ahead and do this 20 to 30 minute like little check-in first, save a lot of time and actually work faster, because you're not until I go, oh, I wonder if I should try this in that area, I wonder if I should try that. If you just stick to one thing and the game plan goes, then that's Bryce, by the way, he's working on a Camaro over here. That's kind of the game plan. And so prime example of test spot. Look at the level of clarity and glossiness, but we still have heavy, deep scratch marks. So this was with the yellow, the fine cut, and microfiber. Now I've stepped it up to the heavy cut on this other half to see what it looks like. Okay, so after a couple of trials, we have abandoned our whole routine. We have gone to a Rotary microfiber with the heavy cut, and this is what we're looking like. Got all the heavy scratches out. This is going to be the route to go because it would take forever to do it the other way on this particular amount of damage. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's update you where I'm at. This is with the Rotary to get out the heavy scratch marks. So the front fender has been hit. You can already tell the clarity. What is left behind is the Rotary mark, but because I'm going to polish after it, it will all come out. But very noticeable difference. I mean, just look at the gloss clarity. Like I said, heavy scratch damage. Rotary marks, removable, versus heavy scratch marks. Lord have mercy. Okay guys, a little update. We have abandoned our first rough draft of what we were going to do to the truck. So let me show you where I'm at now. So we're on the second step of a 3-step process now. So I rotary cut it to get out all the scratches. We're scratch free now. And then I went back over it with the microfiber cutting pad and the Koshkimi fine cut to remove the haze from the rotary. So now we've got this brilliant black shine, but there's still a little bit of marring from the machine and the pad and the compound. So the third step will be to polish this, and this thing is gonna look incredible. But this is where we are at now. All right guys, so a little update on the truck. We've been working hard at it. Check. So this has been the 3-step method that we decided to do. Rotary microfiber cut. Then we went to the DA microfiber cut with the fine. And then we did a foam polish with perfect finish. Looks incredible. I've got Bryce going behind me right now on the polish. So he's polishing this door right now. Kind of show you what we're working with. So we're doing the microfiber cutting after the microfiber rotary, because we need to remove the rotary hologram lines, which you can see perfectly right there in the door. We need to remove those with the microfiber cutting pad. So we do that step, and then we go into the foam polishing pad with our perfect finish, which just gets us this. So we still have this area. You can just see how dull black this is. That versus that. So we still have this whole fender to do, tailgate and roof. But it's coming along. What's up guys, welcome back. Day 2. Give you a quick little walk around of where we're at right now. So right now we just have left the, look how bad this is. We have the tailgate and the roof left. So yesterday we finished up on the driver's side. As you can see, it is absolutely the best quality that I can deliver on something that was this bad. So just a quick rundown again of what we're using. First step, microfiber rotary with heavy cut compound. Step one, to remove the deep swirls and scratches. Step two, we refine it with microfiber cutting pad with the fine cut compound. Third step, foam finishing pad or very light fine cut compound pad, foam, with our Sonax Perfect Finish. That is what's giving us the nice finish like this. Now, this is a dealership job, so they are not doing a ceramic coating. So we're going to end up just doing a spray wax, spray sealant on the exterior of it to give it a nice shine and protection, because this is probably the last time it'll look this good. So, yep, just got to keep that in mind when you're working on cases like this. It really just comes down to what the client wants, what they want to pay for, and you always want to educate them on what does their maintenance look like? What are you going to do to keep it this way? Proper drying techniques, proper washing techniques, but at the end of the day, I can't control what they're going to do after this point. I can only bring it to the best quality that I can deliver. And that's what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to grab my rotary machine. You can follow along with me as I'm going to do this panel, kind of show you how it looks like. So just some general technique stuff. Keep it short and sweet. You always want to fluff your pad before making another pass. The cleaner your pad is, the faster you'll be able to work. Then on this style of pad, I'm doing bigger drops than normal. And you don't have to pad it out in the area that you're going to work. I've just always done it this way, and it's tried and true for me. So I just do it that way. So main thing here is we don't want big drops on here. You want to really work it in. A lot of times guys will just kind of spin the machine to work it in, because you don't want this head spinning and then it fleeing everywhere. So here we go. All right, then we are going to grab one of our microfiber towels, wipe it off just to see how that area came out. What I've been having to do with this particular truck, just because the damage is so bad, is I'm having to make 2 or 3 passes with the rotary machine, which is, honestly, it's a lot, but yeah, it is a process. Already looks better. Of course, it's only 1 pass. There's still a lot of trash left in there, but I'm gonna keep working. All right, guys, the sides are done. As you can see in the time lapse that I put together for you, the back is done. I hate this truck. I hate it. I hope whoever gets it, you get a check engine light. Now it's all that's left is the roof. Yes. So, day 2. Finally done with the truck. Let's do a little review. So, 3-step correction and a sealant. You saw what it looked like before in the earlier video. Had 0 reflection. We're talking high gloss finish here. Super pumped. Came out outstanding. Love it. I hope I never see it again. But a good 2 days worth of work to get it to this point. Remember, we did the rotary microfiber to DA microfiber to DA foam finish. And that is what got us to this point right here. Did a little spray sealant at the end. Client does not want to get it coated. But man, what a great turnout. Hope you guys like this a little bit longer format video, but that's really all I can do on a job like this. I want to be able to get you step by step so I can at least teach some of y'all like some tips and techniques that you can use on how to do trucks, cars, boats, all that at your house or professionally. If you guys like this video, make sure that you throw a thumbs up on there, leave a comment for me, and subscribe. See you on the next one.